Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for Grow My Bag TV, and here's the news of the day. As you know, I already dropped a video today. It was all about Kathy Wood's interview on CNBC, and I tried to capture as many notes as I possibly could. So go enjoy that video. There's a lot there. There are a lot of nuggets there. I'm expecting that as that video gets out, as her interview notes get out, you are going to see a lot. You're going to see a lot of movement. But let's get on with it. I did research for today. Let's start off with the pump and dump that happened to XRP yesterday. Pumped up about 15% and then dumped about 15%. Why? Because somebody got a little clever and forged documents, right? And filed them. So the act of filing actually happened, but it wasn't BlackRock. Somebody used their name, used bogus documentation, knowing it was going to get leaked, probably leaked it themselves, that it's there, and XRP pumped 15%. I'm willing to bet they noticed the high, the top, and got out. I'm pretty sure they bought as much as they could right here and got out right here. That's horrible. That's horrible. But here's the thing, though. I've said this before during another scheme that happened recently. If I don't see that something at that level, BlackRock introducing an XRP ETF, you don't think every news outlet out there is going to be covering that? Yeah. When I report, I don't just try to give you the news. I try to tell you how I do my research. One of the things that I do is I look for corroborating evidence. There was no corroborating evidence. As a matter of fact, somebody from the cryptoverse made the phone call to BlackRock and say, "Hey, is this real?" And BlackRock said, "No, it is not." Here's what we should be concerned with. How the hell were they able to file that paperwork? Right there. That right there. That's the one that I'm looking at. How were they able to file that paperwork? Because they had to do a lot to actually get it on the docket, and they did it. How did that happen? I want to know how. And more importantly, I want to know how we can stop that from happening in the future. Because that was humongous. Now, do I think that that can happen in real life? Do I think that, an XRP ETF can happen? Oh, yeah. Oh, most definitely. Absolutely. Absolutely. You want to know what platforms I would look at for an ETF? Solana would be on that list. Solana would definitely be on that list. Cardano would be on that list. There are a few more, but I look for corroborating evidence. I look at where this story is coming from. Now, it was on the docket. All of these big magazines, big newspapers, they have people sitting there watching that. Why didn't they cover it? Oh, they didn't cover it because they probably have a freaking hotline to whatever company they want to reach out to go, "Hey, what's up? I need to verify this." And no, click. Thanks. Just saying, do your research. Now, something that is cool, XRP Ledger has taken a vote. The network took a vote, and they actually are going to move forward with implementing the infrastructure to support NFTs. That's huge. But people will probably stop and think, "Oh, it's huge because, everybody wants to get involved with NFTs." Yeah, NFTs. Yes. But I don't think this is a retail play. Yes, obviously it would be able to be used for retail uses and all that good stuff. I think this is an institutional play. NFTs broaden the market for broaden the space for what you can do and how you can do it. Think One of the uses that I would love to see XRP involved in is fractional ownership. I talked about that. I spoke about this a while ago when I first covered it going on in South America. Fractional ownership of real estate. Fractional ownership of real estate. I consulted at Realty Income once, and I made a suggestion to one of the executives there, and I said, it's probably something you guys should look into. It really is. Right? It's, when you think about it, that's the new age of a REIT, right? Real estate investment trust. So I look at that and I was just like, yeah, you guys should definitely look into that. Don't get caught sleeping on that. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But if it does happen, I want somebody to call me up and be like, hey, I got a check for you. Because I gave them the idea, literally. What else is ticking me off today? Because it was the BlackRock thing that had me ticked off, like really, really. What has me ticked off today is the idea that we could get a budget or our government could shut down, right? Those are the two. We can get a budget. The longest that budget will last is February 1st, up until February 1st. I want you to think about how asinine that is. That our government can't put together a 1-year budget. That we could be looking down the barrel of yet another government shutdown in such a short period of time because our government can't get their act together. Now you know why I invest. Now you know why so many people invest. You can't leave your fate to others. You have to invest. That's what I tell my kids. My kids are going to be they're going to be rich. I don't want them to be filthy rich. I always want them to understand where a dollar comes from and what it takes to make that dollar. And thank God, my family, we teach them that. They understand the value. They understand what hard work is. They do it all. But that said, yeah, invest. Take control. Because the government shutting, there's no reason for that. They are actually normalizing the idea of a government shutdown. I mean, I want you to think about that. Just a few years ago, the thought of a government shutdown would have freaked people out. Just, are you insane? Now it's like, meh. What? That's the reaction right now. Meh. Are you kidding me? Our president is meeting with the president of China tomorrow, supposedly. And China's not in a good place. We're not in the best of places. I think I think the United States is in a better place than China, but we're not in the best of places. The world really isn't in the best of places. But we can't get a budget in? Asinine. Just asinine. Right? So that's one of the things that ticked me off. Something in the space happened. I told you back in July that Ryan Wyatt was the former president of Polygon and that he had stepped down. Fast forward to today, and what do you get? Ryan Wyatt makes a post yesterday, and it's John Wick, the scene where he's in the chair, and he says, "Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back." Wow, that's huge. He's not just coming back. I mean, let's stop it. He's not going to Polygon. That ship has sailed. Where is he going? He's going to freaking Optimism. What? Optimism? Polygon's arguably their biggest competitor in the L2 space. He's going to Optimism as their chief growth officer. I want you to think about this now. He left when Polygon was riding high, doing everything that they're doing. Why would you leave? Something had to happen. And now when you come back, you don't come back to, a blockchain that's, separate and distinct from Polygon. No, you go to a direct competitor. What? Yeah, Optimism is now on my list of coins that I am going to follow in a major flippin' fashion. All right. Now, something else I wanted to report, crypto news platform The Block just got bought for 50 mil because, allegedly their former CEO had accepted undisclosed loans from Alameda Research. They want to distance themselves. Yup. So there's a lot going on. Anyway, you know what we should do? We should get into the numbers. So let's go do that. Cha 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 cha. So today is Tuesday. So what are we getting today? That's right. We're getting the consumer price index. Here's the median forecast, up 0.1%. Previous, it was up 0.4%. So we'll see what those numbers are. We should get those numbers at 8:30, like it says. We should get those numbers by the time this gets published. The number should be out because it's 8:03 now. So that's going to be a big deal. Tomorrow we get PPI, which is the producer price index. So those are very, very big deals. The fear and greed index is at 69 now. That's down from 72 that was yesterday, probably because everybody got deflated because of that, bogus BlackRock news. I'd like to find out who made money. Because think about this. A very limited set of people knew. So the same people that knew, why would you do it? You're going to do it because you want to move some money. And how would you find out? You just do some blockchain research and see who got in, who's been getting in, and then who sold. And how much did they sell? I want to know how much they made off of these antics. And I want to know how Delaware is going to fix this because it should never have happened. Just saying. TVL dropped a tad below 60 billion that we were at yesterday at 59.942. You have Bitcoin at about 36.4. Don't freak out. I know that we enjoy being in the 37s. It will come back. Chill. It will be fine. We're moving laterally. We want to move laterally. We really do want to move laterally. Trust me on that. Looking at the big picture, you can see that, there are a lot of places that are down. Doge is down. It was at 7.8 cents. Now it's at 7.3. Okay, we moved half a cent. All right. For something that's, that's small, man, that's kind of a big deal. But still, they're still at 7.3 cents. Link, has pulled back about 6%. DOT is down about 5.71%. Solana's down about 7.65%. XRP is the only one that's basically unchanged at 0.13% in the positive. Matic is up. Matic is up to 94 cents. They've been just on a tear. Look at all the news that I've been dumping about Polygon. I told you to watch. I told you to pay attention. I told you this could be the week that we could see Polygon hit $1 again. This is what I've been telling you. Pay attention to this stuff. There are good opportunities out there for you to make money. I'm just saying. If you want to look at it from a numeric perspective, here you go. Right? And let's see who's actually moving. Is there anything within my list of goodies that brings attention to anything other than there's a lot of red? And what I see from that red is basically people shaving profits, which is what you should be doing. Every now and then you got to it's not a profit until you take it, and it's not a loss until you realize it. Pay attention. All right. This is Eddie J on crypto for Grow My Bag TV. I hope you have a good one. Bye-bye.